Yeah, there are at least 6 candidates running for that seat, but the 2 I spoke with had nothing but praise for her. They, by the way, were running for that seat even before she announced her retirement. But there's also praise from a local leader who's been a longtime friend of many decades to Pelosi.
But there's always much more work to be done.
Reactions are flooding in after Nancy Pelosi's retirement announcement. Her longtime friend and former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown said he didn't see it coming.
No, I did not. I am shocked.
Pelosi's term will end on January 3rd, 2027. Brown says it will be a big loss for San Francisco.
And I think the Democratic Party is harmed by Nancy not being there. After all, Nancy was the cornerstone for almost 20 years in a leadership position in the Congress.
Even before Pelosi's Thursday announcement, 6 people filed to run for her seat. 2 of those candidates are Shoykat Chakrabarty, a former Silicon Valley tech entrepreneur, and State Senator Scott Wiener. Both praised Pelosi's legacy.
I think she's going to end up leaving a legacy of what she actually accomplished rather than having a legacy that we've seen with many other Democrats of just being in there for too long.
Nancy Pelosi is she's just a force of nature, and she moved mountains for San Francisco and for the country. She accomplished things that it's hard to imagine the scale of any one person accomplishing that.
As for Brown, he says he's not jumping behind any candidate yet.
I don't care who becomes the congressman or the congressperson there. It will take almost a generation to replicate the work of Nancy Pelosi.
So again, Pelosi's term ends in January of 2027, and the filing period for California's congressional primary closes March 6th. So there is still plenty of time for many other candidates to jump in the ring. Live in San Francisco, Zach Fuentes, ABC 7 News.
Zach, thank you so much. And former President Barack Obama put out a heartfelt tribute. He posted a picture to his social media pages saying that Pelosi will go down in history as one of the best speakers the House has ever had. In a statement, Obama said that Pelosi made Democrats proud and praised her skills in building consensus and passing legislation. And he also thanked Pelosi for her support of the Affordable Care Act, as well as her leadership and friendship. Governor Newsom just sharing this statement about his colleague, saying in part, quote, Nancy Pelosi has inspired generations. Her courage and conviction to San Francisco, California, and our nation has set the standard for what public service should be. Her impact on this nation is unmatched. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and wishing you the best in this news chapter. You've more than earned it.
Former Congresswoman and current San Mateo County Supervisor Jackie Spear worked closely with Pelosi during her time on Capitol Hill. Spear is a fierce ally. She spoke to ABC 7 about today's news.
It's wonderful and it's sad. We have taken for granted the fact that we have had the most consequential political leader in the history of this country in our backyard or in our community. And she has delivered for the Bay Area and for the state, for decades.
Spear, like many others, praised Pelosi's impact on getting the Affordable Care Act passed. She also said she believes Pelosi will continue to be the most formidable power in Congress until her term is up.
ABC 7 News insider Phil Matier is also weighing in on Pelosi's retirement. Phil spoke with us earlier this morning to offer more perspective on her historic political career.
Well, this is certainly an incredible chapter in not only San Francisco and California history, but also in the United States history. Nancy Pelosi, she was the product of the Democratic machine in San Francisco, that same machine that gave the world Willie Brown and Gavin Newsom. Initially, she was elected and thought of sort of as a lightweight by her critics, but she proved to be anything but lightweight. And as a matter of fact, she's one of the most heavyweight politicians America has known, becoming the first woman speaker. She was instrumental in and key in passing the national health care, Obamacare as it's been known. She was the one that put the votes together at that. She also was the one who encouraged Barack Obama to run for president behind the scenes. And most recently, she was the one Washington person that stood up and said, President Biden, I think it's time for you to reconsider running for re-election. She is a powerhouse that has brought billions of dollars to the state and to the city of San Francisco, and she's going to be sorely missed.
And be sure to stay with ABC 7 News for updates on this breaking news story. As we get more information, of course, we will post it on abc7news.com.